Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Bo3, and this is a Raid Shadow Legends video. This is the beginning of my Quintus showcase for you guys. I will be showing you what gear and how he's built after this. We have started a little bit of a Hydra run here. This is a normal run. This is my normal Hydra team. If you guys want me to put him on a more powerful team, go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. But for now, I traded him out for Newt. So Newt is typically on this team in this position. I wanted to compare him to how Newt does. This is just a full auto run. I'm not going to manipulate it in any way. The only thing I might do is if somebody gets eaten, I might try and clear the head. If you guys haven't checked out my Hydra video, go ahead and check that out as well. I got a Hydra Beginners 101 video. It is 2 hours long, but I do have timestamps down below, so you can pick and choose wherever you'd like to see. Maybe you need help in a specific area. Go ahead and check that out. Let me know what you like about that video or don't like, or what I can improve. As of right now, and you'll see in this run, the A3 of Quintis is a little lackluster. He does self-buff by increasing his attack and crit damage, but it doesn't do as much damage as I'd like. His A1 and A2 do hit pretty hard. As you can see, the A1 just did four hits of damage at just under 200k each. It typically goes into 3 hits though, so he's doing just under a mil with his A1. And you'll see his A2 here and his A3 shortly. He currently doesn't have any buffs, and there's currently no decreased defense and weaken all over the place. Newt is my weaken on this team, and Ugo is my decreased defense and AoE. Rathalos does it on the A1, but you'll see here how he performs. So right there you can see his A3 did 261 to the rightmost head and like 360 to the leftmost head. The other ones didn't look like they took damage, so it's not as much as I'd like to see. But his A2 right there just did like 600 just under 600. So we'll go ahead and target this head here, and hopefully we can. So as you see, we didn't have Hex. He did go in with the A1 and he was able to free immediately. So that was pretty spicy. We'll see how much damage he actually can do throughout this entire run. I mean, he's doing some solid damage with his A1. His A1 does hit hard. And at the end, I'll show you a comparison of how much damage Newt did in that position. Newt, if you're not familiar, is a triple enemy max HP damage dealer. He is decent in Hydra from my experience. He's not on any of my main teams. I think Acrizia does way more damage. She's all AoE, all enemy max HP attacks. But I'll let you guys decide for yourself how you think the Quintus does in this fight. I don't have him in an insane build. If you want to check out an insane video, I highly suggest Bronco's Quintus video. He's got a much better build. This Quintus is only in a 1-star blessing. He's not in 6-star crushing rend. But I do have a cat's gaze on him on this one, so we'll see how much damage we can do here. And if it's pretty good, I might keep it. So we'll see how it goes. Right now the team is doing pretty good. Nothing super special and so far yet, but I am liking this run so far. The run we did with Newt did 80 million damage, which, like I said, isn't anything crazy. My hard team did 322 million and went all 1,000 turns. That team can do brutal. It just, for Hydra Clash, I can do a lot more damage on the hard. So I typically do it for hard. And my brutal team, I've now moved to my Nightmare team, and that does about 130 million on that. so I can show you those teams later. In my Hydra video, I show those teams, so I'm not going to go over those teams, but I will just show them briefly as a comparison here. So some of the mechanics you can see were not, as you can see right there, just with Quintus's A1, he frees Artak. So once again, he's freeing champions. He's doing very well. He will be the one next to get devoured here in 11 turns. So we'll see if we can free him with Rathalos and Artak. So we'll see what happens here. I don't have a perfect Veil champion on this team. I do just use Pythion to cleanse, and hopefully the AI isn't too bad in where he's having the Pythion attack the Head of Torment, but because I'm not manualing it, it may or may not happen. So we'll see who eats here. It's gonna be maybe a little pinchy here. We do have the Head of Suffering here with the extra turn mechanic about to go off. We do have the Head of Decay not provoked. It did use the cleanse, but could go with the big shield on the champion map. And see how the AI used Rathalos to attack the head with Reflect. Typically we wouldn't do that, so in a manual run you would see that not happen. Preferably I would have loved to see Quintus do that to himself so he loses this, but that's not what happened. The Reflect damage will leave now because of the extra turn mechanic. You can see the damage from the AoE is nothing substantial. But the A2 and A1 do hit fairly hard. So we will target here. We do get the decreased defense. Hopefully Rathalos can go ahead and do some damage here. I am going to target this head so we can try to free. So let's go ahead and see if we can get Rathalos to free him. So it looks like we do. We're going to untarget this head. We're pushing 80 million total right now. So on this team, my Hex champion is Vizix. I have her in Cursed set, so we're not like heavy on Hex. So the Head of Mischief could be an issue in some cases here. We're kind of just hoping that the Rathalos, Artak, and Quintus can just take care of it. But right there you can see that hit pretty hard on the A1 from Quintus. So the A1 does smack. And I might actually end up turning the AoE off. Maybe in the next time I try to use him. But I think so far I'm pretty happy about his damage. I think he does decent damage actually in Hydra. And I'm excited about it. But I'll let you guys decide for yourselves. Is he good or is he bad? A lot of the community believes he's bad. I'm probably not on the norm. I think he's pretty good. That was a pretty solid hit right there for his AoE. That was the most solid AoE hit I've seen so far. So we are doing pretty decent. The only time this run will really not do so great is if we get pinched between the heads, like Devour mechanic, pretty much. His A2 hits hard, puts out decreased defense as well, kind of like the Rathalos. We'll also be comparing him to the Rathalos in damage. We'll see who now. The Rathalos doesn't have the Cat's Gates on, so he's got a much lesser build, the Rathalos, so keep that in mind. Quintus's gear is better. But right now, we're doing more damage than what we did with Newt. I suspect he will do more damage than the Newt did. And I did the same thing with Newt as I did with Quintus. So we'll see how it turns out in the end. Am I saying he's better than Newt? No. Newt is still the boss slayer king, but I'm just trying to make a solid comparison for damage, comparing him to my Newt and my Rathalos. And like I said, those champions are not in like super top end builds, they're in decent builds. but I think that Quintis is in a slightly better build. He's not in any crazy type of build either, but maybe just a slightly better build. So it looks like we're getting a lot of buffs here, which is bad. But maybe we can pull through. Ugo's going to get eaten here pretty shortly. I think overall, Quintis' A1 and A2 are very strong. I think if I was to buff Quintis, which I think he does need, we're going to attack here now. I think Quintis needs an extra turn mechanic on his A2. I think that would make him a buff to his damage on the A3. I think we're probably cooked here. We're not going to be able to free Ugo here. So this run is pretty much done. But I think if Quintis had, instead of like reset the cooldown mechanic for both his A2 and A3, if he just took that away, gave him a little bit more damage on the A3, leave the A2 damage the same, but give him an extra turn mechanic there, so if he kills somebody, he gets to go again. I think that would make him competitive in all aspects of the game. Let me know if you agree with that down in the comments below. I think that would make him more of a viable champion everywhere, and I think that he would actually be more worth what it takes to get him. As I said before, I am a fan of Quintis. I still would love to see the buff to him. So Plarium, if you see that and you like it, what I'm saying, go ahead and please do that, because that would make, I think, a lot of people very happy. It does take a lot to get Quintis through Live Arena, especially since you're basically just fighting Krakens the whole time when you get to gold. So it's very much a Kraken fest in Live Arena. If you haven't checked out any of my Live Arena videos, go ahead and check them out. I've got a bunch of them. I've got a series for Tharamus and a couple other accounts making it to gold 4. Tharamus just made it to gold 4, so go ahead and check some of those out. Leave a like and comment below. Subscribe if you haven't, if you like this kind of content. After this run, which I believe will be over very shortly, I will be testing him out in Classic Arena. Live Arena is not available right now, but I will be testing him out in Classic Arena. I will do maybe a little bit of campaign. You don't really try to get Quintis to become a campaign farmer, but just in the scheme of things, maybe I'll do like a dungeon run or something. Probably not. I'll probably just test him out in Hydra and Classic Arena for you guys. And we're doing the Hydra right now, so we'll see if we can break the 100 million here. You can see he does decent damage. I think Pythion just got eaten here. So once Pythion is gone, we're really just done. He doesn't have the extra turn mechanic here. We'll see if we can free him. I don't think we'll be able to, but we'll see if Quintis can be the man and do so. We still have 2 turns. We might be able to. Maybe. We'll see. So that was a big hit. We did end up freeing the Pythion, so GG's Quintis. I think he ended up killing himself off of the Head of Wrath because of the reflect damage. But, yeah, so that's, I mean, pretty sweet, right? So we're going to unclick that head now. And it looks like he did a ton of damage right there, if you notice. He almost killed that whole head by himself right there. He is doing really solid damage, I think, in my opinion here. So we do break the 100 million. So we're actually doing 20 million more damage in this run than the run with Newt, which was previously my team before. I think maybe even if we can continue to do fairly well, I will probably keep this. Typically I only do like 65 to 80 million with the Newt in this slot, so this is one of my better runs for my normal team. I think the Quintis is doing pretty well. I did swap the Cat's Gaze to him though, so that might be making a big difference here. So keep that in mind. His build is a little bit better than the Newt's build for damage specifically. So we're gonna have to, this is probably gonna be the end of the run here because I targeted it and the Pythion is now appeared. It also has Poison Cloud, We did happen to make the 750, so I'm happy about this run personally. But I think this is going to be near the end of the run, so we'll just let it kind of play out. We'll take that off. We'll just let it end here, and we'll just compare damage real quick. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you guys use Quintis? Are you looking to get Quintis? This is a solid run for normal. It's nothing insane, but it's solid. This is my main normal team minus the Quintis, but I think I will be replacing the Newt for the Quintis. The thing is, Newt's enemy max HP damage is capped too, and I'm pretty sure Quintus's damage is not capped. He is squishy, so he does die often. You do want to put him with some tanky champions, maybe a reviver. I use Pythion. Pythion's great for that. So this is pretty cool. We're just about finished here. And we'll still get, it looks like, he's got decreased attack now, but it looks like we'll still get a small amount more damage left in this run. Not much more. Almost went 1,000 turns. But I'm not manualing it, so. And I'm not quick battling it either. We're just letting it run out. And this is going to be the end of the fight here. As soon as the next head takes a turn that can eat. Here we go. That's the end. So this is the run. As you can see, Quintis actually did way more damage than I thought he was going to do. With a total of 44, almost 45 million, doubling Rathlos, basically putting these, the Artacalos, shout out Andoril, who came up with that for me, the Artacalos combo. He's doing these two together. So as you can see here, I'll show you the Newt picture. This is the picture of the Newt. We did 81, and Newt only did 16 million. So we're up. Where is it here? We're up from 16 million, so we did another like 24 million basically, maybe even more than that. 16, 130, so yeah, like 28 million. So this is a really good amount of damage for this team. I think I will just be keeping him here. Once he gets the 4-star, he'll get the extra 750 attack and the extra 38 crit damage, so keep that in mind too. This is not a super high-end build. I am going to keep this, and we'll take the Cat's Gaze off of him. So as you can see, this is my hard team right here. This is the reason I do the hard, for the extra Hydra Clash points. So we'll come off of there, and we'll show his build a little bit here. Where is he? Here he is. Okay. So I have him at 72,000 power. These are his stats. He's got 5870 attack, 230 speed, 100% crit rate, 274 crit damage. From what I understand, he doesn't need accuracy. He is low on resistance, so he can get debuffed a lot, but I'm not really too worried about that right now. I'm just kind of going for damage. So once he gets the 2-star blessing, he'll get another 750 here, which will put him just over 6,500 attack, which is pretty solid. And when he gets the 4, he'll get another 38, which will put him over the 300% with the self crit damage buff and the self attack buff. That he'll go over 7k attack and over 330 crit damage. So that will be a massive difference there. I'll show you he's in Savage, so we got 6-star Savage piece, 2 speed, 1 crit rate. Then we got 5-star Savage piece here, 2 crit rate, a speed, and 2 crit damage. 6-star shield, 2 crit rate, 1 crit damage, speed. Now, some of these ones I could still up the speed with enchantments, but right now I only have some higher end enchantments for speed. I don't want to put them on here quite yet because I'm saving them for my more speedy champions, right? So then we also have him in 3 pieces of Slayer. Crit damage here, attack percentage here. I think the overall consensus would be to have crit damage here, but I am trying to get his attack up a little bit higher, so we went with attack on this one. Maybe one day we'll switch that to crit damage. And then we have attack percent on the chest. This we will change to attack percentage. Wait, my bad. So we got crit damage. We don't have crit rate on here, but we did get... I would have loved to see this be here, but that's okay. This is kind of some of the better gloves I have. So then, like I said, we want attack percentage here. We do have a crit rate, speed, so that's pretty good. I did go speed instead of speed and attack percentage. He is pretty slow. We do have triple crit rate on these boots though, which is pretty good. Slayer ring, triple attack percent on the ring, so that's where he's getting some. And the reason why I don't have this in Slayer is because I don't have the accessories for it. So I'm looking for that Slayer Forge Pass to come back around. But we do have crit damage and crit damage here. I would have loved this triple roll to be on the attack instead, but that's okay. And we do have attack and attack, double speed. I would have loved to see these two be a double speed, or double attack, but that's okay. So this is how he's built. And 4 pieces of Savage, 3 pieces of Slayer, 2 pieces of Stone Skin. We do have the Cat's Gaze on him. These are the gems we have on him. And I'll actually be swapping this back to this for him. And that's how he typically looks, actually. So I don't know if that changes a whole lot. It doesn't change it a whole lot, but that's typically how it is. He does get a little bit more no defense with the Cat's Gaze. He is booked. I do have Soul Reaper on him. I think specifically for Hydra, I think the Heavens cast or Phantom Touch is probably better than Soul Reaper, but because I do use him in PvP, I do keep the Soul Reaper on him. And these are the masteries I went with. I think there's a debate on whether or not I didn't go with the crit rate because we have the crit rate on the gear, so we went with the extra attack here. But I think there's a debate on whether you go these two and then go these two instead of here, and then these two instead of here, right? So that would be Whirlwind of Death instead of Single Out, and Opportunist instead of Bring It Down. But I think this is better for Hydra, and I think these two are better for PvP. And maybe instead of Methodical or Kill Streak, you go with Deterrence, depending on how you feel. I think those are all viable options. If you're lacking stats, I think going for Lore of Steel and maybe Lasting Gifts could be okay, but I think this is very solid. As you can see, he did 44 million in the current run I just did for him, and that is pretty solid. It's pretty solid. So let's go ahead and test him out in some Classic Arena. Actually, maybe we test him out in Siege. It's Siege Day, so we do have the Stronghold open. Maybe we fight in some Siege here. Orpheus, very powerful. Tags. Chris, Orca, Morpheus. Let's see, actually. Let's go ahead and fight. I wonder how fast these guys are. I do kind of want to use Quintis here. Let's see. I think I'll go with Elva. We'll go Elva, Mikage. Actually, I need a speed booster, don't I? Let's go. So let's go maybe Fabian. I'm just trying to figure out how fast that Armand's is. I think let's go Elva, Freya, Quintis, and oops, not Strategos. Oh, I could have went with Kaja. Let's just go with Alice. Let's see if we're fast enough here for Orpheus. I don't think we will be, to be honest, but hopefully we can be. So we happen to be faster, so let's boost. We'll just increase speed. Let's go ahead and try to lock them out. We get most of them, so let's go ahead and see if we can strip the stone skin from the Armands. We don't get it, but we do a solid amount of damage, so it's okay. Let's go ahead and increase our defense and shields. We're going to kind of wait for the Pythion. We kind of have to wait for the Pythion. Let's go ahead and try to lock out some more. Let's see if we can break his shield. No, we don't break the stone skin. We'll boost again. Heal A1 again. So now let's go after the Armands. There's the revive. We don't get any provoke. Let's go in for an AoE, see if we can get any damage here. We do some solid damage. I think what we're going to do is just kill the Armands. And, yeah, I mean, I'm happy with this. This is not a main kind of team from my PvP at all. So I think that's pretty solid. We'll go ahead and try to kill here. We kill the Pythion, 151. That's solid. So he's doing pretty good damage, and I took the cat's gaze off of him here. So we happen to win against Orpheus here. These are looking like pretty easy teams. I don't want to waste my big attacks from Tharamus on some weaker end accounts. Maybe we fight here. Let's see what we can do here to Orca Raid. We'll use the same team and see if we're faster. So who did we use? We used Elva, Freya, Quintis, and Alice. So let's go ahead and try that again against a Galathier here and a Mithralis. See if we can be faster. Let's go ahead and boost. We are faster, not by much though. So we'll see if we can actually maintain the speed. Let's see if we can lock out like Elva. Well, we actually do pretty good here. Let's see if we can just kill. I don't think we'll be able to strip the stone skin off of the Galathier. So let's see if we can just kill these two. And we do. That was pretty solid, actually. So let's increase our defense and shields. We'll just attack the Sun Wukong here. We'll continue to lock out the Sun Wukong. We'll just do the A1 here. We'll wait for him to revive. He gets the perfect veil. Now he loses his stone skin. So let's go ahead with Quintus. When Quintus comes back around, we will go ahead and A2. Big A2 from Quintus. So let's go ahead and attack Galathier here. He's going to heal and cleanse. We're going to cleanse, boost. Let's see if we can strip Galathier and do some damage to him. We do strip him. We don't do as much damage as I would have liked, but it wasn't terrible. We're kind of waiting for the buffs to come off here. So let's see if we can lock anybody. We get these two. We're going to try to do some damage to the Galathier here. That was actually pretty big A1. I think his A1 is very powerful. We're going to have to leave Galathier and Elva alive for a little bit because we need to kill them kind of at the same time. So I'm going to attack Elva here first. Very close. We're setting up Quintis for his A3 right now, which I will do right now. And look at that. Quintis killing the whole team. 423. I mean, he's solid, in my opinion. I think it's a pretty good showcase for him. Who do we got next? We have... This is going to be a pretty high-end team here with this Hegemon. That'll be hard to deal with. So I think we're going to save our last 2 attacks just to kind of see if there's any sneaky, powerful teams left in there. We are winning barely, but I think it'll happen where both clans will kill each other's towers, and we'll see how it goes. It'll probably go down to a tie. So let's go ahead and do some classic arena with him. We'll do 10 fights. We'll fight this guy, Waymarple. So these are decent champions. This is the team I'm going to use. We're going to use Arbiter, Sippy, Fabian, and Quintis. Quintis will be the only damaging champion here, and that's how I'm going to run him, so that way he's not kind of outshined by anybody else, right? We'll just use Quintis, and we'll just set him up with some support and debuffers. So let's see if we can do anything here. We lock them out. Let's see if we can petrify here. We do happen to petrify Siegfried. Let's just go ahead and A3 right off the bat. We'll buff. We go ahead and kill Silladrakes where we can. We'll sleep him just in case he wants to put out his block damage. Just go ahead and kill the other reviver. We're going to have to try to trigger Siegfried's passive. I should have maybe slept the Sun Wukong, but let's go ahead and try to trigger his passive. He didn't put the block damage up, which is strange. Is that strange to me? Is he just... Am I missing something? Is he, Is that block damage conditional? It's got to be like a single hit, maybe, and not a double hit like Quintis. Anyways, Quintis smacking. The A1 hits hard. The A1 definitely hits hard. The A2 definitely hits hard. The A3 a little bit lackluster, but I think, like I was saying, if he gets... So this is a way higher end team here. Let's go ahead and try to fight this team. If he gets an extra turn mechanic on the A2 instead of the reset, I think he would be way more viable. So because the stones can hear, this is going to be really hard to deal with. Let's try to lock out the Armons. We don't get it. So we're going to get sheep somewhere, probably one of these two. Right there. So now we're just kind of waiting. So we get killed here. We're going to res. Let's go ahead and try to reduce turn meter on the Armons. We don't get it. Let's see if we can just kill the Armons. We do barely. Lucky for Soul Reaper. But he'll get revived here, so we just are trying to wait out this the lightning cage, really, because now we can try to strip him, but he's got stone skin. So let's go ahead and try to reduce turn meter on Pythion. I don't think it was enough. He dies again. He is squishy, so we might be in trouble here. I'm gonna revive. And we'll try to reduce buff duration. He's almost dead again. Let's see. It's going to be tough. Let's heal him a little bit. He's got the triple there. Let's just go A1. And the A1 is fantastic. I think the A1 is very strong. We're kind of just waiting for the stupid UDK to stop being a wall. With that stone skin. This is the classic UDK build. There we go. Okay. I'm going to... He's going to revive again. Let's see if we can strip any of these and kill him. We strip. We almost kill him. The Reaper would have come up and killed him if we hadn't had that. If we didn't have it on cooldown. But let's go ahead and maybe petrify Pythion. Or no, just kidding. He's got the pocket debuffs. Ooh, Fabian almost died there. So let's go ahead and boost. Let's see if we can deal any damage here. Not much. I mean, Sun Wukong's super weak, so not a big hit. Try to reduce turn meter. We don't get it. Try to reduce buff duration. We don't get it. I'm surprised he hasn't revived quite yet. We'll just sleep here just to be safe. Let's see if we can strip him and kill him. We kill 128.5k. I mean, that was a big hit on Pythion. Pythion is tanky champion. Let's just go ahead and petrify. It's his turn next, I think. Or it's we're just gonna boost. We have this beat, so GG's. But I think that was a pretty good showcase of Quintis. How his A3 doesn't do as much damage as I'd like it to do. But the A2 and A1 are smoking hot, right? 531 total damage. He did die twice, though. This is a very high-end fight. And I don't think I'm going to fight this fight. Just because it's a little bit out of our league. We're not going to fight the Torment. Actually, we will fight the Torment. We just won't use Arbiter. We'll use Noel. So let's go ahead and try this fight. Okay, here we go. So we'll try to freeze everybody else. We'll try to lock them out. Try to take that stone skin off. We do get the stone skin. So here we go. Let's go ahead and try to kill the UDK. He is in petrification, so I think the damage will be less. Yes, it was. But that's okay, because what's going to happen is when he comes back around, the UDK will have decreased defense and maybe even be out. Nope, it's not. So let's see if we can kill everybody here. We almost kill everybody there. Very close. Pretty solid damage. Nothing insane. It's not like Taurus or He-Man damage, like where they scale. But, I mean, he's doing over 100k on his A2. It's very strong. We're not going to do this quite yet. Let's go ahead and try to fight this team. Marius, very strong. All these are very strong champions. It's going to depend on if we win the speed race or not. Stone skin there. We do win the speed race, but it's going to be close, it's looking like. So let's see if we can lock them out. Take the stone skin. We do. We'll petrify Marius. He'll cleanse himself. So let's see if we can get Quintus to go before Lady Mikage. We do. So let's go ahead and just A3. And we do some pretty solid damage there. That's not bad. We're just going to attack Marius. And, I think we have this one in the bag. I don't think we're going to lose this fight. I do think Quintus needs that extra turn mechanic on this A2. Like, if I want to kill and go kill, right? And then I could go again in with my A1 or A3. I think that would make him very viable in today's meta. I think also his A2 is a little bit deceiving, where he still has the 50-50 chance for the stone skin, right? If he could strip the stone skin, I think that would also make him viable. So I think that would be the way to buff him. Maybe leave his damage the same, but just take away the reset stuff. Give him the 100% chance to strip the stone skin, or just go through stone skin with the decreased defense and strip, and then give him the extra turn. I think that would make him a completely viable champion in today's meta, and a completely reasonable reward for reaching the gold level of live arena that you need from him, which I believe is the beginning of gold 3. So let's go ahead and fight this team. But as you can see, I mean, he's the only damage dealer on the team, and he's getting most of the jobs done for these gold 5 level fights. So we're not in platinum. He's probably, I don't think I have the gear to even be in platinum. I've only been in platinum one time, and I didn't finish in platinum. I got taken out for the rush at the end. see what we can do here. I mean, we killed the damage dealers. We almost killed the Arbiter. We almost killed the Krisk. And that's like his weak hitting attack. His AoE is his weakest attack. So let's go ahead and attack Arbiter. He gets through the fear. But Fabian's passive is sweet, so... But his A1 and A2 do hit hard. And I think that's pretty cool. We'll just go in with Quintis here. And we'll just try to one-shot her right with the A2. So 114k damage there. Really nice. She only had 60k HP, but you know, so let's go ahead. Let's do a couple more fights here. I think we won't have an issue here. We'll just have to be wary of the Xena. But if we can strip... Alright, so the Xena will kill. Oh, the Xena doesn't kill, but triggers the... I think that was his mastery. So let's see if we can do any damage here. And we get the rest of the team with his A3, so it was a pretty weak team. But, we'll see if we can compete 2v2 here. So we are faster. Can we just kill him with the A3? Looks like it can be done. So, I mean, this is solid, right? So, I'm not going to fight this UDK. I don't want to fight UDK again. But, I guess we will. UDK is so annoying in these, like, this little test, right? So, actually, we're pushing 42 minutes on this video. It's a bit longer than I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to end it after this. That way it's not like crazy long. But I think you guys get the picture on Quintis. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I'm going to A3 here. We get through some bolster. We end up killing the Armon, so I'm pretty excited about that, actually. Let's go ahead and get some damage to the Elva here. We'll sleep the UDK, so... Quintis is dead. We're gonna revive him. We're gonna heal him. We're gonna keep attacking here. We're gonna keep attacking here. She'll probably res the Armons, or she's still locked out, it looks like. Let's see if we can get Quintis to go again before he dies. Again. So we'll kill the UDK. See, he needs an extra turn mechanic. That's what I believe. The A2 needs the extra turn mechanic to make him really viable. Once again, guys, if you like this kind of content, leave a like and subscribe down below. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the showcase of Quintis. And, yeah, this will be the last fight. Let's see if we can end it right here. Almost. Very close. Alright. That'll be it for the video, guys. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.